I've often thought about the journey to success. There's one key element that always rises above everything else. That raw, unyielding will to get things done. It's like steering a ship in the storm. You could have the finest vessel, the most skilled crew, but without the determination to set your course and push forward, you will drift. Today, I want to talk about that force, the art of pushing yourself beyond what you think you're capable of, moving beyond the ordinary to achieve the extraordinary. Imagine, just for a moment, a person standing at the crossroads of a decision, a person much like any one of us. Every day, we face these crossroads. Every day, choices define who we are and who we will become. But I'm not talking about trivial decisions, like what to have for breakfast. I'm talking about those moments that terrify us, that push us to the very edge of our comfort zones, the ones that force us to grow. It's these moments that reveal who we are, and it's not just about making decisions. It's about making the right ones, the ones that scare us, but also promise growth. There's a powerful force within each of us, a force that's often ignored, a potential left untapped. It's that part of you that has the power to do what needs to be done, even when everything in you screams to avoid it. Think about it. The last time you really didn't want to face something. Maybe it was a hard conversation, a daunting project, a task that seemed impossible. We've all been there, staring at that mountain, feeling the urge to procrastinate. We say, "I'll do it tomorrow," but tomorrow becomes the next day, and before we know it, what was once a small molehill is now a mountain looming over us. In these moments, the difference between success and stagnation is action. Action is everything. You could have the knowledge of a genius, but if you don't take action, it's like owning a library of books you never read. Talent is wasted without the will to use it. So, how do we tap into this force? How do we push ourselves into action, especially when it's tough? It starts with understanding our why. Why are we pushing ourselves? Growth and comfort cannot coexist. We need to choose. Hold a goal in your mind right now, something you've been putting off, something you know you need to do, but keep avoiding. Today is about transformation. It's about turning "I can't" into "I will." It's time to dive into the challenge and discover the true power of self-discipline. This journey, my friends, is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to get uncomfortable, to dig deep, to roll up their sleeves and get to work. It's about being the one who, when faced with a challenge, says, "I am stronger than you." And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. If it were, everyone would do it. But I promise you, it will be worth it. Self-discipline is the silent engine of success. It's what gets you up on those cold mornings, what drives you when the world seems to be against you. It's not just a trait, it's a way of life. Imagine a world where you exercise perfect discipline. Imagine people keeping every promise to themselves, pushing through every obstacle. That world starts with you. It begins the moment you decide to take control of your actions. No more excuses, no more delays. Self-discipline means making a promise to yourself and keeping it. It's not just about doing the hard things when others are watching. It's about what you do when no one is looking. It's about those quiet, unseen moments that truly define us. And the rewards of self-discipline, they're not just about checking things off a list. It's about the confidence you gain when you conquer your own resistance, when you rise above your own laziness and push yourself. That confidence spills over into everything you do. It lights up your life. The path ahead is not easy. Self-discipline is a muscle that must be exercised. It's strained. It gets tired. But every time you resist the urge to give up, you grow stronger. Think about the last time you truly pushed yourself. You were exhausted, maybe even in pain. But remember how you felt afterwards. That exhilaration, that's your spirit breaking through its limits. And what about those twin enemies, procrastination and laziness? They're like quicksand. They drag you down the more you give in. They whisper, later, and someday. But you know the truth. Later is a dream killer, and someday is a thief. The way to beat them is with immediate, deliberate action. It's hard, but the moment you begin, everything changes. The hardest part is always the start, that initial push. Set a goal. Set something that excites you, something that sets your soul on fire. Then break it into the smallest possible steps. So small it's almost laughable. Because once you start moving, you create momentum. Action becomes easier. Laziness loses its grip, and you start to change. It's about knowing your why, about creating a vision so compelling that you can't help but move towards it. Imagine this, a life where you are in control, where you look in the mirror and know that you're doing everything you can to achieve your dreams. It's not just about reaching a goal. It's about who you become in the process. Self-discipline isn't about living a life of restriction. It's about living a life of freedom, where you decide where your energy goes, where your life goes. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, you will fail at times. But every failure is an opportunity. Every challenge is a chance to dig deeper, to grow stronger, to push harder. Challenges aren't obstacles. They're opportunities. They're the weights we lift in the gym of life. Without them, we do not grow. Every time you push yourself, every time you overcome, you're not just achieving a goal, you're building a new you. This is about transforming challenges into opportunities. It's about changing your perspective, shifting your mindset. Every time life tests you, see it for what it is, a moment for growth. No more backing down, no more excuses. The choice is yours. Will you see obstacles as barriers or stepping stones? Choose to rise above them. Choose to see them as opportunities to demonstrate your strength, your adaptability, your indomitable spirit. This journey, it's yours. No one can take it for you. But know this, you are not alone. Every step you take, every decision you make, you are not only creating the life you desire, you're also inspiring others around you to rise as well. Your journey is one of relentless growth, constant striving, and relentless action. It's time to take control. It's time to take that first step to create the future you deserve. Today is the day. Right now is the moment. You have everything you need, the strength, the will, the fire within. Let's turn our dreams into reality. Let's take action, embrace the discomfort, and choose growth. Together, we will write a story of courage, resilience, and triumph. Your incredible journey awaits. Let's make it one for the ages. Imagine waking up every morning knowing that you have the power to shape your day, to mold your life exactly as you desire. This is not a fantasy. It is the reality that awaits those who understand the true meaning of self-discipline. It starts with the small things. The moment you open your eyes, that split-second decision to either hit the snooze button or rise and shine. That decision, seemingly insignificant, is the very foundation upon which the rest of your day is built. It is in those tiny choices that greatness is forged. You see, self-discipline is not some abstract concept reserved for monks on mountaintops or athletes pushing their bodies to the brink. It is a practical tool, a force we all possess. It is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the inner resolve that says, I will do it, when the rest of the world would understand if you chose not to. It's that fire that burns within, the one that refuses to go out, no matter how fierce the storm. Let's talk about that storm for a moment. The storm of excuses, fears, and doubts that try to extinguish our fire. We all have that voice in our heads, the one that whispers, "It's too hard," or "You can do it tomorrow." That voice is not your friend. It's the enemy of progress, the saboteur of dreams. To conquer it, you must learn to recognize it for what it is. Fear dressed in the comfort of complacency. Fear is a powerful thing. It can paralyze us, keep us stuck in the same place, and make us believe that we are incapable of more. But fear is also a guide. It points us towards the things that matter most. The things that scare us are often the very things we need to do to grow. Think about it. When was the last time you felt afraid to do something, but pushed through anyway? How did you feel afterward? That feeling, that sense of triumph, is your reward for facing fear head-on. Fear doesn't disappear. It's always there, lurking in the shadows, waiting for the moment when you let your guard down. But with discipline, you can learn to act in spite of fear. You can learn to take the next step, even when every cell in your body wants to retreat. It's not about being fearless. It's about having the courage to move forward in the face of fear. That's what sets apart those who succeed from those who merely dream. And let's not forget about pain. The pain of discipline. The discomfort that comes with pushing beyond what is easy. Pain is inevitable. It's part of the process. But there are two kinds of pain: the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces. Regret weighs tons. When you feel the pain of pushing yourself, know that it's a sign you are growing. It's the pain of your muscles stretching, your mind expanding, your spirit strengthening. We live in a world that idolizes comfort. Everywhere we look, we are offered shortcuts, easy solutions, quick fixes. But comfort is the enemy of progress. Growth happens in discomfort, in the moments when you feel like giving up, but choose to push forward anyway. It's in those moments that you discover who you really are. When you are uncomfortable, you are alive. You are growing, evolving, becoming the best version of yourself. Think about the people you admire most: the athletes, the entrepreneurs, the artists. They didn't get to where they are by choosing comfort. They chose to endure the pain, to embrace the struggle, to push themselves further than they thought possible. They chose to sacrifice their present comfort for the sake of their future greatness. And you can do the same. The truth is, self-discipline is the ultimate freedom. It's not about restriction or deprivation. It's about choice. It's about choosing what matters most over what feels good in the moment. It's about choosing your future self over your present comfort. It's about choosing greatness over mediocrity. Every time you make that choice, you are telling yourself, "I am worth it." And you are. Now let's talk about resilience, that quality that allows you to bounce back when life knocks you down. Resilience is built through self-discipline. It's built every time you decide to get back up after a failure, every time you choose to keep going, even when it feels like the world is against you. Resilience is not something you are born with. It's something you build, brick by brick, through the choices you make every single day. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will knock you down. It will challenge you in ways you never imagined. But every challenge is an opportunity. Every setback is a chance to prove to yourself just how strong you are. It's a chance to dig deep, to find that inner fire, and to rise again. The world is full of people who gave up, who let life beat them. But that's not you. You are not here to settle. You are here to soar. When you face a challenge, remember this: the obstacle is the way. The very thing that stands in your path is the thing that will make you stronger. It's the weight that will build your muscles, the resistance that will make you unbreakable. Don't run from challenges, run towards them. Embrace them. Use them as fuel for your journey. They are not there to stop you. They are there to help you grow. And as you grow, as you push yourself further, as you break through barriers, you will begin to see the world differently. You will begin to realize that the only limits that exist are the ones you place on yourself. The only barriers are the ones in your mind. When you understand this, when you truly believe it, you become unstoppable. You realize that you have the power to create your reality, to shape your destiny, to live a life that is extraordinary. This journey is not for everyone. It's not for those who want to live a life of ease, who are content with mediocrity. It's for those who are willing to fight, to struggle, to endure. It's for those who are willing to sacrifice comfort for greatness, who are willing to push themselves beyond their limits, who are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their dreams. It's for you. You have within you everything you need to succeed. You have the strength, the will, the fire. You have the power to change your life, to become the person you were meant to be. But it won't happen by accident. It will happen because you decide, every single day, to take action, to push yourself, to do the hard things, even when you don't feel like it, to keep going, even when it gets tough, to rise, every time you fall. Today is the day you make that decision. Today is the day you choose to take control of your life, to become the master of your fate. It's not going to be easy. There will be times when you want to quit, when you want to give up, when you want to take the easy way out. But remember this: the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Choose discipline. Choose growth. Choose to become the person you were meant to be. You are capable of more than you know. You are stronger than you think. You have within you a power that is limitless, a potential that is boundless. It's time to tap into that power, to unleash that potential. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing. It's time to stop wishing and start acting. It's time to take your life into your own hands and create something extraordinary. Your journey is just beginning. There will be obstacles. There will be setbacks. There will be moments of doubt. But there will also be moments of triumph, moments of joy, moments of pure exhilaration. There will be moments when you look back and realize just how far you've come, how much you've grown, how strong you've become. And in those moments, you will know that every sacrifice, every struggle, every ounce of effort was worth it. So let's begin. Let's take that first step, no matter how small. Let's commit to ourselves, to our dreams, to our journey. Let's decide, right here, right now, that we will not settle for anything less than greatness. Let's decide that we will do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to achieve our goals. Let's decide that we will rise, every time we fall, that we will keep going, no matter what. The road ahead will not be easy. It will be filled with challenges, with obstacles, with moments of doubt. But it will also be filled with growth, with triumph, with moments of pure joy. It will be a journey unlike any other, a journey of self-discovery, of transformation, of becoming the person you were always meant to be. And at the end of that journey, you will look back and realize that it was not the destination that mattered, but the person you became along the way. So let's take that step. Let's embrace the journey. Let's push ourselves beyond what we think we are capable of. Let's rise above our fears, our doubts, our limitations. Let's become the person we were meant to be. Let's make our dreams a reality. Let's create a life that is extraordinary. The world is waiting. Your journey awaits. Let's make it one for the ages. Your time is now. Your journey is here. Let's go make it happen.